Teenager hooked on violent computer games. He's playing them an incredible 16 hours a day.
Now that's taking video game addiction to a whole new level. How's it going, guys? James Corden here, and today, guys, I found a very old news video about this person who is so addicted to World of Warcraft that he is playing 16 hours a day. So I decided this is perfect to look at.
Teenager hooked on violent computer games. He's playing them an incredible 16 hours a day. His mother says his personality has changed and that he's become moody and violent, and his addiction is tearing the family apart.
They don't realise how addictive it can be.
It's a world of fantasy and fun. But for 16-year-old Cameron Sandler, this is...
Hey yo, look at this dude. You expect me to believe that this dude is violent? Bro, the only thing this dude is violent against is opening the next bag of Doritos.
Is more than a game. It's an addiction and an illness.
Okay, video game addiction is not an illness. And maybe if you're playing it all day, every day, then maybe then it might not be that good for you. But I think that's obvious to everyone.
I'm addicted to the game, but I'm not fully addicted. Like, I can quit whenever I want.
Yeah, you just choose not to. Also, doesn't this dude sound like a drug addict or an alcoholic being like, yeah, I can quit whenever I want. I just don't want to.
This really kicks ass, doesn't it?
It all started 18 months ago when Cameron discovered World of Warcraft.
Yeah, guys, this all started when he discovered
World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft.
Oh, now I'm gonna kill you all.
Oh, mate, that's a threat. You can't say that.
This never-ending computer game is played by millions around the globe.
From America, Germany, China, all of Europe, England.
And you've got friends in all of these places.
Yeah.
And that's what you refer to them as, your friends.
Yeah.
They play simultaneously for hours on end.
Well, when you're ready.
Fighting and killing their enemies.
Mate, you can't say killing anymore. You have to say you're game-ending someone.
I don't know why. I just eventually got addicted to it.
Cameron has up to 500 players on his team, known as a guild.
The longest I've ever played it for was 12 hours, and that was just because the guild wanted me on for that long.
Oh, so I guess he's not playing for
16 hours a day.
Oh, you took my kill.
Why do you talk with an American accent when you're talking to these people?
I don't know. It's probably like you move to a new country or something. You just end up picking it up.
And that's not all he picked up.
For fuck's sake.
There's the tension and the...
Mate, that's so motherfucking offensive. You motherf... Swearing is a very bad thing and something you shouldn't say. Alright, can I get my age restriction removed now?
violence.
We get keyboards thrown around the room or holes punched in the wall, or it'll go outside and smash bottles.
You know, I never got the idea of getting so mad at a game that you choose to break something to release anger. I know when I've gotten mad at the game, I've hit my desk before and my mouse has fallen down, but that's like the most damage I've ever done.
Denise is Cameron's mum.
He started off with this going for an hour, 2 hours, 2 hours turned into 4, 4 turned into 6, 6 turns into 12, and he's now into the snowball effect that he's got to play that game.
Cameron is often up at 4 in the morning to begin playing. Sometimes he goes right through the night.
Bro, it just sounds like he's just a really big gamer. Bro, just leave him to grind the rest of the night, bro. Like, what is he going to use that time in the day for? Learning? Hell no. This bro's just going to be like, oh yeah, you got good clothes, you got a good house, you got a good car, you got lots of money. Well, guess what? I got World of Warcraft drip. That means I'm better than you.
His mum estimates that on average he's in front of that screen 16 hours a day.
Wait, I thought earlier it said 12. Jesus Christ, make up your goddamn mind already. Is it 16 or 12?
My choice to play it, my choice to be addicted to it.
Cameron reckons he can stand up and walk away whenever he wants, but try telling that to his mum. Denise believes he's hooked, and just like an alcoholic, a smoker or a drug addict, getting off, beating the habit, is going to be an enormous challenge.
I can't believe this, because they still do this now. I can't believe they still compare video game addiction to alcoholics and drug addicts. I still can't believe that they still compare video games, something that is just for fun, to something that is completely life-ruining.
Regardless of who's right and wrong in this household, experts are now warning that addiction to technology is becoming the fastest growing illness of the 21st century.
You know, I'm pretty sure being addicted to technology is not an illness.
No, his situation isn't rare at all. In fact, he's just the tip of probably a very undisclosed iceberg.
Psychologist Edwina Cowdery and her colleagues are seeing more.
That dude looks so pissed. I bet he's thinking, Jesus Christ, I went through years of school and education to get this far. I am in so much debt right now. And what's the thing I'm doing? Solving actual problems? No, I'm solving the fact that a kid is addicted to World of Warcraft.
More and more cases every day.
The DSM-4, which is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, basically it's the psychologist's Bible of all the things that we're meant to know about. It doesn't have internet addiction in it.
Because the internet probably didn't exist when that book was written.
Do you regret discovering this game?
Kind of. It's taken a lot of time away from me.
Honestly, I was expecting this dude to say,
I regret nothing.
I could have made up, going out, exploring some more, meeting new people, but other than that, no, because I've gone and explored inside the game. I've met new people inside the game.
Warcraft has had such an impact on players, there are chat rooms on the internet dedicated to addicts.
every game at the time had chat rooms. I'm sure even Mario had one. But most games at the time had chat rooms.
An assistant professor from Harvard University claims up to 40% of users are hooked.
Well, why do you think the game's so successful?
And in China, a gifted 13-year-old student killed himself after playing Warcraft for 36 hours straight.
That's a pretty minor gaming addiction if I do say so myself.
The boy left a suicide note saying he wanted to join the heroes of the game he worshipped.
Yeah, seems pretty minor.
It's a fantasy world. A bit like a book, but a book ends.
I don't want to live like this anymore. I really don't.
And you don't have to, because last time I checked, you're not the one playing World of Warcraft 16 hours a day.
You right?
Yeah, she seems pretty fine to me, honestly.
Do you think people find it hard to believe the impact?
I think so. I think so. I didn't think that a game would be this addictive to this point and change a personality.
Yeah, I don't think it's the game that's changing the kid's personality. I think it's the fact that you're allowing him to play 16 hours a day.
Cameron has left school, and at the moment he isn't studying or working. He knows now is the time to tackle his addiction. It's no longer a game. How many parents do you think will be watching this story tonight and saying, that's me?
I would say a lot.
This is going to be a problem that we're going to be hearing a lot more about.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, big time.
So that's how the news thing ends. So remember guys to like and subscribe, and one like guys equals one piece of magic in World of Warcraft. Warcraft.